What's up, friggin' world? Welcome back to another Stay Fresh production. My name is Justin Copeland. On this channel, Stay Fresh Productions, we talk about everything fragrance related. If you have any interest in learning more about fragrances, seeing top 10 recommendation lists, fragrance discussions on critical topics, you're in the right place. Make sure you join the Fresh Squad today. How do you do that? Simple as clicking that subscribe button and you are immediately an immeasurable amount fresher than you were prior to clicking that button. You'll feel it and others will smell it, guaranteed. As I tell you guys, every month I like to bring you a video giving you some cheaper fragrance recommendations. These are going to be inexpensive fragrance options that you can go to if you're not trying to spend a lot of cheddar, but you still want to smell appealing to everyone around you. And we're going to continue the trend. We have a whole new batch here, so let's dive right into it. All these fragrances are going to be $40 or less. Some of them quite a bit under $40. So again, we're not spending a lot here. This one you can get about 30 to 35 bucks depending on the size and where you get it. We're talking about from Lacoste. This is Lacoste Yellow or Jaune, whatever you want to call it. It's a nice scent. It's actually growing on me a little bit. I got it like a year ago. Didn't really care for it then. I don't care for it much more now, but I do enjoy the scent. I do find it quite pleasant, especially when there's some heat. This is kind of playful, tropical in a way. You get this tonic water vibe. It's very kind of effervescent. You get some almost fruitiness in there. It's musky, kind of sweet, and again, very fresh, very easy to wear, very likable. You might smell a little basic wearing this, I'll be honest. You might also smell a little bit youthful, but if you're a younger guy, this is one to check out. Or if you just want something a little bit more uplifting, no matter who you are, this is one you can check out. Again, Lacoste Yellow. And as I like to do, I do want to bring you some fragrances that were sent to me by Dossier. They send me some fragrances every month just to, again, get them on your radar. If you're not familiar with them, they create lesser expensive clones or inspirations, but mainly clones of more popular niche and designer fragrances. I think all of them are currently under $40. They do have some different price points depending on the fragrance. If it's more of a niche fragrance or a designer fragrance clone, they do price them differently. So we're going to talk about one that you've definitely heard of, and this is definitely cheaper than what it's cloning. Again, Dossier comes like this. It comes in a box with a card with all the information. You're going to see here that this is cloning Bleu de Chanel from Chanel. Obviously a very well-known scent. Now, this fragrance is called Fresh Woody 1, but they've actually since changed the name. This one has been changed to the name Citrus Ginger, so that's how you'll find it on the website. This is 29 bucks. How it comes, you order the fragrance. It's gonna come obviously in the box with the bottle and with a little sample here. The idea is you use this first. Don't even touch the bottle, use this first. If you like it, you keep everything. If you don't like it, put it back in, box it up, send it off, full refund, no questions asked. So great little system there. Here's the bottle. Very simple stock bottles, honestly a little bit, basic, but they're not bad at all. They do give you a nice magnetic cap, which they didn't have to do. And again, this one smells like Bleu de Chanel. Nice atomizer. Yeah, if you know Bleu de Chanel, this is pretty much just like it. The only difference really being is that it dries down to be much more woody than Bleu de Chanel would dry on my skin, but it has that familiar, again, ginger, citrusy freshness, smells blue, smells kind of fresh out of the shower, but with a little bit more depth to it. They do capture it pretty well. Is it the exact same? No, but you pay 29 bucks, you get pretty dang close. If you're looking to spend less, this is a way to do it. So that's Fresh Woody 1, also called Citrus Ginger. And we got another one here. This one is a niche clone, and you're gonna see on the card, we're cloning Le Labo's Rose 31, which is a fantastic scent. And this is Dossier's rendition of it. They call it Floral Rose. Now, this one is interesting. It smells like Le Labo Rose 31. The dry down gets a little bit strange. It kind of deviates quite a bit. On Grace's skin, at least to her experience, she did not like this fragrance. She found it just a little bit too different from the original. It didn't dry down quite as smooth. She liked the opening, but the dry down wasn't so great for her. But I think it's fine. I think it comes pretty close. I'm gonna remind myself here. Yeah, it's that fresh spicy green floral quality to it. It has a bit of this unusual funk from cumin in there. The scent profile is pretty dang close. I mean, the original, very expensive, 39 bucks for this. And again, you get the sample. If you don't like it, you send it back, no questions asked. So I'm gonna link the dossier down below. You can use the code JC10, get 10% off. That doesn't benefit me at all, but get you 10% off any purchase at Dossier. Check them out. All right, here at number 8, coming from a well-known celebrity house. This is from Antonio Banderas. Not my favorite fragrance, but I'm beginning to enjoy it more, and I think it'll really do well with the summertime. I'm gonna give it another chance this summer. This is called Bleu Seduction. You can easily find this fragrance for about 25 bucks online, and I think that's even for this size, which is a giant 200 milliliter size, which you're gonna need because performance is not great. But you can spray pretty heavy on this. This smells like aquatic melon. It's like a sea salty, but it's fruity melon, kind of marine-like, very pleasant, has a sexiness in there as it dries down. Great to wear to the beach, great for just a summer casual day out when you just want to smell fresh, clean, and again, a little sexy. That's Bleu Seduction. Here at number 7, probably one of my least favorite fragrance bottles in my collection, but I gotta say, this is a guilty pleasure of mine. I love the scent. You can find this for like $15 online. Again, links down below. This is from Ed Hardy. It's called Hearts and Daggers. I actually remember the name. I always have to take a second to remember it. This smells like a martini in a way. It's kind of synthetic. You have pear in here. You have this kind of almost booziness, but a lighter kind of boozy quality to it. There's a sweetness in here. It's fresh and maybe a little woody. It's kind of a basic bro fragrance, honestly, but simply smells good. It kind of surprised me, and it does dry down pretty nicely. It gets quite attractive as it dries down, so I dig it. I can recommend it if you're looking for something cheap for summer. That is Ed Hardy, Hearts and Daggers. Real quick, what do you think of this shirt? This is from Into the AM. This is one of their little like tie-dye graphic tees. You're not gonna see the whole thing on the back, but they have this cool little design. I think the shirt is called Solar Visions or something like that. Again, not something I would normally wear, but I do love the quality, which makes a big difference. It's just something easy to wear casually, especially, you know, during the summertime. And speaking of summertime, we have a classic fragrance here. Many of you probably have owned this or you currently own it. This was perfumed by master perfumer Christophe Miel. This is something he's probably most well known for, but he has a bunch of other more artistic and interesting fragrances he's done since this. Trust me, this is coming from Ralph Lauren, and it's Polo Bleu. Total classic. This is like the bathroom counter staple for most dudes, which is not where you should keep your fragrances, by the way. And I don't need to describe this one. It's fresh, it's musky, it has this kind of sexiness to it, this kind of like mall scent, but there's something about it that is special. I can see why it was so popular. It smells really, really nice. It's really easy to wear. This is actually a little pricey. I think you can find this currently for like $37 on FragranceNet for this size. So if you want to do hashtag Team 30 mil, join the team. Get this size down below. Again, less than 40 bucks. That's Ralph Lauren Polo Bleu. All right, here at number 5, I think this one is pretty easily slept on from the house and also from this collection, from the Mr. Burberry collection. We have Mr. Burberry Indigo. And this one is a bit of a departure from the others. Honestly, it's not my favorite one. I think I prefer the original more than this. But there's something I do like about it, especially with heat. It reminds me a little bit of the dry down of Acqua di Gio, but like a better quality, more present version of that. It's fresh, it's kind of ozonic in a way, it's a little green. There is an authentic mint in here, a really authentic mint. So if you like that, you're gonna get it in this great quality, honestly, for what you pay. You can find a 200 milliliter size of this for like 39 bucks. This is 100, so you can get twice the size for under 40 bucks, so you can probably pay less for the smaller sizes, which again, I'll link down below. But this is a good bang for your buck. Great for summer. It is versatile. You can dress it up or down. So this is one to have in the collection. That's Mr. Burberry Indigo. I like that angle.
Look at that.
All right, here at number 4 from Authenticity Perfumes. I think this is their newest release. I just got my hands on it last week. And I gotta say, it surprised me. It lives up to the rest of their characteristics and what they do with their fragrances in terms of longevity and projection and all that while staying fresh, but puts a little twist on it. This is Fresh Boss. This is good stuff. One thing I love about it is that it smells the way that it looks. It smells orange, but there's so much more here. It's a musky orange. There's a little bit of spiciness in here from some pink pepper. There's some sweetness in here. I think the orange is a sweet orange. There's also some black currant. Has a touch of a fruitiness that's kind of tart. You got some lavender in here that keeps it fresh, but it does dry down into some vetiver, some patchouli, and some sandalwood. It gets creamy, kind of earthy, even a little bit musky. I like the opening, but I love the dry down. This is good stuff. I gotta say, Authenticity's fragrances are getting better and better. Check this one out at the link below. All right, we got another super cheap one. Here at number 3, you can get this easily like 15 bucks. This is a total classic from 1989. We have Alfred's song, Homme. I've talked about this recently in the past few videos, and I don't know what it is. I love this stuff. I know a lot of you don't really care for it, but for some reason, I just love it. It's like a soapy, clean, musky, fresh, aromatic, almost fougere-like in a way. It does have an old school vibe to it. Kind of smells a little bit like the 90s, but I don't know what it is. It dries down. It's so complex. It gets kind of rich and musky and woody. Maybe some oak moss in here or something like that. I can't get enough of it. It's okay if you don't like it, but it's 15 bucks. You can't beat that. For a classic that still smells great if you're asking me. That's sung Homme. All right, here at number 2, one of my absolute favorites for the summer. I featured it in a recent video, but I have to bring it back because I just love this stuff so much. This is a total summer banger. This is cheap. You can get it about 20 bucks. And it's coming from a celebrity house. This is from Jaune. This is 3 a.m. I will not stop singing the praises of this scent. It's so pleasant, but it's kind of unique. You do have this very fizzy, kind of effervescent tonic water, similar to that Lacoste, but I think done better here. Not quite as sweet as that one, by the way. You do have some cardamom, has a spice to it that's still kind of fresh and cooling. You do have some fig leaf in here, which is a very interesting note in here. It almost has an aquatic feel, but without being salty. I think there's also some leather in here as it dries. And the hallmark of this fragrance is the atomizer. Check this out. Beastly.
Incredible.
I swear the air around me just got cooler. That is so wild. That's how refreshing this fragrance is. Please check this out. Not the greatest performance. You're gonna get 5 to 6 hours depending on your skin. It smells so good. The fig is killing me. This is so good. Links down below for 3 a.m. Okay, here at my number 1 spot. This one snuck up on me. I've been singing its praises for several months now. I don't know what it is. I never thought I would love this, but I love it because I don't like the fragrance that inspired it. I can't say I don't like it. I don't really care for it, but this one is a much better version of this DNA. Talking about the Dior Sauvage DNA, and I'm talking about Prada Luna Rossa Carbon. One of my most worn fragrances of last year. Very versatile scent. You know the scent profile if you've been in the community any length of time. Fresh, spicy. This one's kind of creamy, which I love. Has more of a sweetness from tonka bean, but lots of lavender, lots of pepper and things like that. It's supposed to have this like soil tincture or like metallic or minerally vibe, which I don't really get. It just simply smells very fresh, kind of out of the shower, like shower gel, but spicy. Very good quality, smooth, way smoother than Dior Sauvage, which I prefer, and nowhere near as loud. You know, it doesn't perform great. You're gonna get maybe 6 hours out of this, maybe a little more, but great for the summer, day or night. Casual, kind of formal-ish if you really kind of bring that vibe with you, if you're really just kind of very refined and put together. This will do you right too, but I do recommend checking this one out. You can easily find this for about 39 bucks or less, I think, for 100 milliliters. So I will have links down below to this and all the fragrances I mentioned. Check them out. Save some money on your fragrances this summer. So that is it. I would love to know, have you tried any of these fragrances on this list? Are there any that you love? Are there any that you hate? Are there any that you're just interested in? Again, we can have a conversation about it. Would love to have it down in the comments. If you like the video, please like the video. It really goes a long way to help my videos reach a broader audience, you know, helps with the visibility across YouTube. And if you have not joined the Fresh Squad by now, I don't know why you don't want to be fresher. I don't know who wouldn't want that, but this is your chance, and it's so easy. It costs you nothing. You can always change your mind. Click that subscribe button, join the squad today, enhance your freshness, and thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.